I just want to talk a little about the Ghana Police Force and Ali's press conference just after the autopsy. But first, let me say this to the protesters. Do not go on the streets and disrupt the course of everyday life. If the government is sending people there to disrupt the protest, take out your phones and do what is necessary. Do not go after children. I had a terrible time understanding why young kids were sprayed upon. That's on the East Coast. I cannot understand why someone would do something like that. And they should be brought to justice. And let me tell the protesters something. You could be injured, and the peace officers can also be injured. And that's a bad thing. I know that the protest already caused some deaths. Please cease and desist. And Ali, if the government is sending people out there, it is only making us look bad on the international arena. To the police force, let me get into it. To the police force, your accountability is all about staying within the laws and the policies of your job. You're an institution of the state, not the government. The saying that you are accountable to the government simply means that as long as you stay within the confines of your operational manual, the government cannot question you. You're not answerable to no minister, no president, no vice president, no one. If you overstep at any point in time and do wrong things, then your duty can be called for a review as individuals. I looked at detectives and a commander from Region 3 being on the phone all the time. At the same time, who were they talking to? You're not answerable to any government official. You're not answerable to any government official as long as you stay within the confines of your duty. You are a state institution. Let me repeat that. I'll tell you a story. I wasn't working with Larry at the time. But when Desmond Oint attempted to give Eurocrama to the British, it's not to the entire world, to the British. They came here and within 1 week, they decided they wanted Eurocrama. Totaru Siperuni. And it was ordered by Mr. Lyndon Forbes Sampson Burnham that area must be for Guyanese miners only, alluvial mining. It is the richest area in this nation. Almost 1 million acres was about to be handed. I rushed down to Larry at Bachelor's Adventure. And I said to him, I wasn't working with him. I wasn't working with him at that time. I said, let me tell you this. You go to Desmond Hoyt and tell him he can't do that. Larry get furious. Want to kick me out of his yard. I said, okay, I'm going, call me back. Larry went. He spoke to me afterwards. What do you want me to do? I said, I sent him 2 letters. You go, amplify them. Larry went. Desmond Hoyt did not sign over the 900,000 acres of land. When Jagan came into power, Jagan did what had to be done for the British. He signed over Eurocrama. That is how I operate. I'm not afraid of anybody. The police, if a minister called you, let me tell you, I was going to the airport one night and they stopped me. They stopped the car that I was in, pulled me to the station Providence, put me to sit down. I said, hey, I'm going to take a flight out of the country. The guy said, sit down. I said, so I sat, and I'm looking at him. And then this guy came in with the slippers on his feet. And he took out his phone and he called somebody. And he gave the phone to the police. And the police said, okay, you could go. So I started laughing. And he said, okay, you could go too. When I got outside, the fella with the slippers on his feet told me he called the minister. And the minister told, yeah, that's how it operates. To Mr. Ali, let me address Mr. Ali. What you did at that press conference was most unprofessional. You talk about professionalism. You were asked a simple question. Are you going to bring investigators to continue with the investigation? That is still a crime scene, Mr. Ali. The only thing that they pinpointed in that autopsy is that she died by drowning. How she drowned, the time, nothing can be disclosed. But you're talking about facts. And you talking about some professional or expert. And they told you that certain people should not be in the scene. You, Mr. Ali, you throw your weight around that scene. I saw you twice. At the fire in Mahdia, you were there promptly, throwing your weight around. Even though so many people lost their lives in Mahdia, that entire crime scene was botched. And who rendered assistance? The Americans. Let me tell you this, Mr. Ali, and you put this at the top of your ledger or your notebook. The United States of America did not sign on to the Rome Statute. They are not a part of the ICC. Tell the government and the people of Guyana this. Okay? The United States of America is not a full member of the ICJ. And you go find out why. Okay? There's something you call compulsory jurisdiction, and the United States refused to accept compulsory jurisdiction. So when you talk about independent experts for the autopsy, get your act together. I had a meeting with my think tank. All the experts, California, New York, London, they're all telling me the same. And they're all asking, why is it the Caribbean? Imagine the Caribbean is silent. United Kingdom silent. United States is silent. You know why? If we go into chaos here and they come in, game over. The government of Guyana is defending the interest. When those men leave the States to come here, let me tell you what happens, Mr. Ali. I don't know if it happened now, but somebody would intercept them. Remember John Perkins? John Perkins would intercept and say, hey, this is the result we want. As when you come here, we will strip you of your identity and all your privileges. You're not a leader, Mr. Ali. Jack Deere is not a leader. To the family, to the father and the mother and the aunt, my respect. And I too, after seeing everything on the World Wide Web, I will never accept what is being given to us now by any expert. Because the autopsy is inconclusive. The hotel is still a crime scene. And look what is going on there. May God help us all. Thank you all for listening.